I don't know.
I don't know
With the
who
waxed
that
head.
is. Oh, yeah, that wax head joke is going.
The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Rise and shine, my sinners. When Father Evil starts his day, he gets a little deadly. Deadly Grounds coffee has the richest, smoothest flavor you'll find anywhere. It's sinfully delicious. Once you go deadly, you never go back. Order yours at getdeadly.com. Coffee's so good, it's scary.
Persons under 18 will not be admitted.
What the fuck are we gonna do now? Get high? Hey, happy hump day. It is hump day, right? Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Yeah, you're a fucking camel.
Hey. Camels have two humps. So you get
Not
two
all of
humps
them.
for Wednesday. Wow. The broken ones do.
Double hump Wednesday. Yeah.
Double hump Wednesday. I like that. Double hump Wednesday. But no, seriously, y'all, welcome. Another Wednesday with us. If you're here, then you really have nothing better to do. No, I'm actually I'm excited for tonight's guest. We were supposed to have this gentleman on last month. And of course, life happens, things happen, and we had to reschedule, but he did make it this time, and we're super psyched to chat with him. Before I go down that rabbit hole, the backup for the backup is back up.
Hey, I'm not the backup before the backup.
Now you're like a regular.
It's fantastic. I'm in the I can't wait to see what next season's beginning opener is like. I was sitting there thinking, oh wow, man, everybody that's on must be like, oh, I'm going to be in the opener next year.
Right.
I'm looking forward to it.
See,
I'll make sure that you're in the opener.
that voice is ominous,
right? But I have to ask before I bring Jeff on to announce our amazing guest, Jeremy. Where the hell's the Jar Jar?
Oh, I put it to the side. Should I put it back on?
No, I was kind of confused. I thought maybe you were having an identity crisis on me.
I was just like, so many people ask about it. It's kind of weird, telling them that, where it comes from and stuff. So I was just kind of like,
you're a big nerd?
Yes, I'm a huge Star Wars nerd.
I mean, it's all good. It's all good. We're all nerdy. But anyway, let's get on with this. My counterpart in crime.
Woo.
Hey, happy Wednesday. I didn't shave. What do you guys think? Should I keep it? Should I grow it out?
Go on that trail.
Our guest has given you the thumbs up.
I mean, it's all fucking white. That's my goddamn problem. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I do want to, before we get started, I just want to, send my love and condolences to Amy. I doubt you're watching. I get that, but we lost a very dear friend today. Rest in peace. All right, let's do this. Jerome RO Brooks.
Yes, sir.
There he is, folks.
Boom.
Kaboom.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate
your
you.
beard's all nice and dark. What the fuck?
His beard is way bigger now too than all the videos I watch.
Yeah,
Jeremy,
I had to let it grow a little bit.
That's genetics. It's bigger from genetics.
No, it's not.
This
This is Beijing.
Oh, Beijing.
And a lot of dye.
It is a dye. Yep.
Yep. See? It's probably one of them fucking glue-ons for all I know.
It's not a glue. It's not a glue-on. This is my real hair. I like that. Now this is my real hair.
Nice. So welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. And condolences to the person that you just lost recently.
He was a gentleman that we met back just real quick, and I want to get onto the show because the show is about you.
This is it right here.
The Darren Stephen Miller.
I killed cancer. Is that what it says?
Yep.
Yeah. Right. He was diagnosed, I believe it was 2015, with cancer. They gave him about 2 months to live.
He went almost 7 years.
He went almost 7 years.
Yep.
That's a beautiful thing.
His wife got him on RSO, which is a high strain of cannabis.
Yeah, cannabis, right.
He actually worked out in LA with Mike Tyson at the Tyson Ranch. Yeah, he was a consultant for the Tyson Ranch for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, long story short, he became a very, very. He became family.
Right.
We lost him.
He touched a lot of lives. He helped a lot of people.
I'm sure he did. Yeah.
So.
Similar to yourself, you've touched a lot of lives and helped a lot of people in your own way.
You did say lives, not wives, right?
I said lives, not wives.
Okay.
I think I like this show. I really like this show already. Yeah.
I mean, we're going to get into all the amazing stuff you've done over your career. Let's just get into some stuff, guys.
All right. So first thing I want to throw out there is, I don't know if this is true or not, but I read that, it was your grandmother actually wanted you to start to learn how to dance, and she used to throw like coins at your feet and shit.
Yeah. Well, she didn't actually want me to. It was just something we did as kids. It's 4 of us. I'm the youngest and I'm the only boy. So when we used to go to my grandmother and my great aunt's house, I was maybe like 5 years old or whatever, but they always want to have us dance for them, and to encourage us to dance. They would tease us with the rattling of the nickels. So they turned on some music, and I would just go at all my sisters, and I would normally win with whatever dance I was doing. It it was a winner. So
Nice.
I was collecting my nickels.
Wow, nobody ever threw money at my feet. What the fuck?
Well, that's because you couldn't dance.
It's your feet. No, it's your feet. It's your feet.
You know,
I was going to ask,
You're funky.
did they ever miss the feet and actually did?
Right in the forehead.
Right.
right. The only
Right.
money I ever got was a roll of quarters and a sock across the chest.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, them stripper days, boy. Them stripper days.
I wasn't going to go there, but I let him.
Yeah, that was
I love it.
that was a rough time, you know.
That was a good
Yeah.
one.
Roll of quarters.
But essentially, because of that, it led you down a very, very interesting path.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
All the way to the Apollo.
right?
Well, it gave me, I think without me even knowing, because I was so young, I think it gave me just confidence, made me comfortable dancing in front of people. Just that I was more secure as I grew up, with just being around, like on a stage, for a smaller term of me just dancing in the house in front of someone on the actual floor. It was like a stage for a 5-year-old. So as I grew up, just them, pushing me on and clapping and cheering me on, that just made me comfortable. Yeah. And I was still shy. I'm still shy today, but I know how to, use what I need to use to get out of that when I need to. Yeah.
Well, with all the amazing things that I've been able to look up on you, I don't know how you could say that you're shy.
I am.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, let's you opened your first record store at the age of 22, I believe.
Yeah, you're trying to tell my age, but yeah.
Well, no, I never said anything. I just said you opened
That was
first.
35, 40 years ago, right?
See, that's what I'm saying. I know either Jeff or Jeremy is gonna back you up. So I know it's coming from somewhere. So I nip it in the bud early. And I like Jeremy. Because
he's quiet.
My first name is Jerome, and people call me Jeremy. I think they think Jeremy is Jerome. I think they think we both have the same names. So
they try to sound it out phonetically.
I appreciate you, Jeremy.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Ben and Jeff,
Appreciate
I
it.
don't know.
Well, we're so basic. It's not funny. Ben and Jeff, really?
I know, it's like Ben and Jerry's, man. I mean,
I was going to say it. I'm glad someone else said it. I was about to say it, but I have to say it. You guys make me lactose tolerant.
Well, at least we make you something.
Okay, just don't ask me for any ice cream.
But it was also not just a record store, but you had a record label. It was called Rome Records, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Which has now spun into Sounds in the Hood.
Yep. I opened Rome Records when I was 22, and that was a record store and a record label in the back. So we would sign local artists in the back half of the store, and then we would sell CDs, DVDs, cassette tapes, and all that in the front part of the store. So
you just aged yourself. You said cassette tape.
I know. I knew it would come out. I'm just being honest. But it could have been the very end of when they were being, it's still been a minute for cassette tape. So hey, it's all right. But God is good. God is good, because I think I still have a little youth in me. But yeah, so that was the first store, and from there I opened up Sounds in the Hood. And Sounds in the Hood is open on the block that I grew up on. So I opened that store in, I believe, 96. And that's like a half block from the actual building I was born and raised in. So I opened
in Baltimore, right?
That's in Baltimore, Maryland. Yep, on the west side. So so there, that was just the record store, no label, but we had everything in there. All the, in stores with all the artists coming through, signing autographs. That store was huge. Yeah. So I actually shut that store down in 2010. No, 2000.
See, so old you can't remember.
2000. What? 2006 is when I closed that store, and then I opened another one, Sounds in the Hood, in Atlanta right after that. But I was at this. Remember, around that time, the internet had come in, so it was like people were buying music online and on LimeWire and all these different places. So it made it really hard for a mom and pop, like a brick and mortar store, to make it. So I even tried to convert, or just add on to the store by having the online service and things of that nature. But at that time, people weren't really comfortable giving out their information through credit cards and things, unless you were like a Walmart or some big, Amazon or something like that. So that's why I moved to Atlanta to try to say, okay, I'm gonna go here and see if I could make it work in Atlanta, and it didn't work well there. So I just shut it down and came back out here to LA.
Well, now, see, I'm one of the. Go ahead, Jeremy.
I was going to ask, is it true you opened one of the stores with just a Notorious B.I.G. album?
Yes, when I opened Sounds in the Hood, I opened up with, I'll say it like this: Biggie had his second album was coming out. I believe it was being released. I think it was like March 27th or something, and I would get my music a day early from my distributors. So that's when I had the first store that allowed me to have that access to the same distributors when I opened Sounds in the Hood. But I didn't have a lot of capital. So I took $500. That's all I had. And I took that and I bought a box of cassettes, again, double cassettes. Double cassettes. Yes, double cassettes and double CDs of Biggie Smalls, Notorious Big, Life After Death. And that's what I did. That's what happened. From that day on, I just kept flipping those sales over and over again.
Wow, nice. I think that something that the new generations are missing is that I used to love to go into the record stores.
I know, man.
and just
nothing
flip
like
through the
it.
Records and I mean, just the artwork itself was like it was tantalizing,
right?
You know what I mean? And so I came up with this weird idea. I don't know why nobody's ever done it, because you're like, everything's digital now, right?
Yes.
So why can't we have like a record store where you can go in and you can flip through the albums and you can see all the artwork, but there's one of those fucking little code things.
QR code?
A QR code. So if you want to buy that, you just take your phone out and you take the picture and you download the album.
Well, it's maybe because we live in a microwavable time right now, and that takes more time than teenagers want to give. So it's too much work. They can't miss it if they've never seen it, for one.
Right.
And for us, even just going through a virtual store, to me, wouldn't give me that same feeling as if I was really in the store picking up a actual real live album, or opening up a jewel case and reading the credits and seeing who produced this song or who was featured in it. It's something about a tangible item that we can't
you see what's
get.
behind me, right? You see all those?
You see them behind me too?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Well, mine aren't fucking gold, you silver.
Mine is in gold or silver either. Those are platinum.
Yeah, that's platinum. Sorry, that's
platinum.
not gold or silver.
Yeah.
Well,
I was going to comment on it.
Well,
you're talking about your beard. Your beard is silver.
Yes, and that only took 19 minutes, folks.
That's right. That's all it took.
But you actually did have the
Platinum.
opportunity to have a lot of amazing artists roll through your store.
Yes, we did. We were blessed.
50 Cent, Lil Wayne, Young Jeezy, Snoop Dogg. I mean, how, as an entrepreneur at that time, how was that experience for you?
It was amazing because I had never seen it before. I'm from the hood, so I'm from like one of the most popular hoods in Baltimore City, in the urban community. So we never had any kinds of celebrity come through our neighborhood until Sounds in the Hood and Rome Records came around. And when that and Rome Records was in a shopping center, so that's a little different than it being in your actual neighborhood and residential street. So that was the first time that had ever happened, and it changed Baltimore forever because of that.
Right, but I like how you segued that real quick. You yourself have helped change Baltimore or that area of Baltimore. Correct.
I try to do whatever I can. I don't know how much I've helped, but I'm always trying to be of service to, especially where I'm from. So
right.
I hope
to the community where you're from,
exactly.
to the point where they actually named a street after you, and it wasn't one way.
Yes. It's
a dead end, right?
Oh,
okay. That was Jeff, right?
That was Jeff. Yeah.
No, Jeff.
Bro,
it was
you can have my pen.
It's on a cul-de-sac.
It's a cul-de-sac. Okay.
No, it's not. It's one of the Edmondson Avenue is one of the most major what is it called? Thoroughways.
Thoroughways.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yep.
One of the major thoroughways in Baltimore. It leads you straight to 695, which is a major highway. Edmondson Avenue. It's not a one-way. It's not a cul-de-sac. I'm sorry.
How's that named after you? Edmondson? Your name's Jerome RO Brooks.
That's the name of the street now. Jerome RO Brooks Way.
Yep. Oh, it used to be Edmond. Oh, okay.
Don't hate, though. Don't hate, Jeff.
I mean,
that. Wait a minute, Ben. Hand me the pen.
Get him. Take it.
Thank you.
Yep. Right between the ribs.
Right.
But you know what? After you get him a couple times, pull the point out and stick it back in there so he doesn't die. It just bleeds.
Yeah,
he can still
I like
breathe.
Your style. Yeah, exactly.
Just the pain. Leave the pain for a little while.
Yeah.
Fuck, am I some kind of pin cushion?
Basically.
Right now you are.
Basically.
Actually, that would be a pen cushion.
That's what it would be. Yeah, exactly.
How did the naming actually happen? Like
a pin cushion.
Go ahead, Jeremy.
How did the street naming actually happen? How
I was informed.
Have to impress.
I was informed by my publicist that I had been that I was going to be honored with that honoring, and when I found out what it was about, they were basically, in order to be honored, what I found out was you had to have done something significant in your town. So it wasn't even about my celebrity as an actor or things I've done in Hollywood. It was more about what I gave to Baltimore.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And that's why I said, you yourself have given a lot at the beginning of this, to a lot of different people, meaning where you were raised, where you came from. You never forgot. And I see that with a lot of celebrities. They forget where they come from sometimes and how they got there.
Yeah.
And
sad.
It is very sad.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, you've got something they don't. You've got a street named after you.
Man, look, I don't even consider it my street. I'm glad that, somebody from my neighborhood was able to get that recognition, but it's definitely not for me. It's for everybody in my neighborhood, and it's for all those who ride through, especially the children who ride through. This is what I believe, and I've always hoped that if and when someone who doesn't know who I am rides through and just wants to Google me and see who I am and what I did to receive that honor, I look for those kids to look at that and feel like, oh, he did this, and he didn't have to be out here doing anything negative or he went against the grain and still succeeded. So maybe I can do what I want to do. Maybe I can open a barbershop or a restaurant or whatever and still be successful. So that's what I hope to achieve from having my name up.
Now here's an idea, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So shut up, then.
We already know what's coming.
This is. I think you're gonna.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Because you had a street named after you.
I have.
It's
present.
You have a street named after you, and other people have had the similar kind of things happen to them over the years. Okay. So Why can't they put a QR code on the street sign? So the people that want to learn about you, all they have to do is click that, and they can learn about you and how that street became named after you.
So they will have to get out of their car.
I think it's a very educational thing. It'd be great for the people.
I don't think that's nice. So they will have to get out of their cars and go to the street sign and use the QR code from there.
What, you don't think people fucking walk?
Yeah, but for the most, I think the neighborhood, the people that are actually walking, they know. So the people who are riding through, most of them or some of them are probably just riding through and don't know anything about the neighborhood. So I
thought it was a good idea. Go ahead.
It's not.
I don't fucking care.
It's not.
So you can get rid
of QR codes.
You can get rid of that QR code thing. I don't know.
I was just gonna say we're just gonna get a QR code for Jeff's picture.
Yeah, let's just get one for. Matter of fact, you can leave. You can leave, Jeff. Just put a QR code right there.
Yeah, we'll learn
in your chair. Yeah. There you go. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, but his mic's still active, so we can.
No one will ever use
it. So, from the record store,
yes,
you actually went from that and started to get into acting. Is that how the acting happened?
Well, let's put it in chronological order.
Okay.
Before the store was the dancing career. So I danced before that.
Okay.
And with the dancing came the Apollo.
Okay.
So then came the store, and then came, but so the Apollo, I was with a group called Twice as Nice in the 80s. And we were fortunate enough to win a lot of talent shows throughout Baltimore, Maryland, and, the surrounding cities and states and what have you. And we were afforded the opportunity to perform at Showtime at the Apollo on Wednesday nights is how it started. And Wednesday nights are for the local New York, the people that live in New York, basically, residents. Yeah. Yes. So it's just a Wednesday night thing there. But after we won for an entire year, we became the winners of the actual year at the Apollo, which I don't know if they've ever had any group to ever do that. And then we went to the Apollo Showtime, which aired on Sunday nights. So we shot that on Sundays, and that was a live show. And we won live the first time, and then we lost on our second attempt. But I believe we are the first rap group to ever win Showtime at the Apollo Amateur Night. And we're actually investigating that now to get our due props.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, the Apollo too, like that's a tough crowd. They always say that's like one of the
Very
hardest
tough
crowds to like win over.
And for a rap group in the early 90s, it was a very, very tough hill to climb. But yeah, we did it. We did it.
Amazing. Wow.
So then from there came the record stores. And actually, while I was doing my entrepreneurial thing, I also was a student of, the acting business. So I was dip and dab. That was 93 was my first movie. The Meteor Man with Robert Townsend, right? Mm-hmm. So you see, that was the same time I had the music stores and all.
Right.
But that was my first background acting job, and then from there, I just started working and finding more out about what it took to be a real actor.
Right.
No, background. What do you mean by background acting?
Background. I was the extra.
Sitting on you were an extra.
Well, basically, what you should be doing right now, being quiet, just watching and listening. But so we just walk by the camera, or we play characters that don't have any dialogue. Yeah, those are background or
at the
atmosphere.
Table in the bar, having a cocktail.
You've been there. You've been there.
The camera flashes by you.
Yes, that guy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that guy. Yep. Okay, so I'm just gonna run right into it. I'm probably the only one of the three of us that actually watched The Caregiver.
Oh, okay. The Caregiver.
Yeah,
okay.
He wins on that one.
You're gonna jump all the way to The Caregiver. Okay,
I'm gonna jump right to The Caregiver.
All right.
Mainly
the cards.
well, I wanted to jump right to that because
You watched the full film?
I'm a Tubi fan.
I love you. See, I like something
Okay.
about you right now. Okay, you're getting
know what
back
I
in my
mean?
good graces. Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I mean,
Uh-oh.
you couldn't make it the last time we had you scheduled.
Right.
Okay. And I actually watched it the day after we were supposed to have you on.
Okay.
Okay. Because
right.
I wanted to know more. I didn't get to interview you, but it was a great movie. I love those kind of suspense thriller flicks. Okay. You did a fantastic job. I want to give you kudos for it.
Thank you. Thank you.
And anybody out there, go to Tubi and watch The Caregiver.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It was amazing. Absolutely fucking amazing. I love that kind of shit.
I love how Jeff. I love how Jeff segued the next thing that I was going to bring up, which was you started off as the background actor, the extra.
Right. Yes.
And then you catapulted to the forefront of the acting community.
Yes.
But you wrote a book about this called How to Go from Extra to Actor.
That's right.
So can you tell us just a little bit about that?
Okay, well, as I told you, I was shy. So I've always wanted to act since I was about 5 years old. But, as I grew up or got older, I didn't have any information on what to do. I was still scared to do it at the same time. And once I got to an age where I felt like I was going to do everything that I could do, scared or not scared, to be successful. And I was a young teenager at the time. And I just went for it. I said, I'm going to do it whether I'm scared or not. And I'm just going to make my dreams come true. And when I stepped into, and this is how the Robert Townsend situation came about. So I remember being in my kitchen, and I'm about to date myself again. And I was listening to the radio. So the radio, not yet, Jeff. So on the radio, they spoke about a new movie that was coming to town, and they were looking for background actors. And if you wanted to be a part of it, they wanted you to send in a Polaroid picture. Ooh, right? And they
From
wanted
the S5E17.
You remember, below. You remember. So you had to send a Polaroid in with your name and, information on it or what have you. And if they thought you fit the profile that they would need for the role or whatever, they would give you a call. So lo and behold, I got the phone call, and the rest is history. I went on set, and once I got on set, and you know who all was in that film? Like, it was all A-listers, from Patti LaBelle to Luther Vandross to Bill Cosby, Naughty by Nature, Cypress Hill. Yep. You can go on and on and on. It was everybody who was anybody was in media, man. So as soon as I got on set, I felt at home. I just felt so comfortable. I got a lot of love from the director. They didn't treat me like background. They really showed me a lot of love. And I just felt like this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
Wow. Now, you're going to appreciate this, since you brought up this whole SX70 thing. My dad worked for Polaroid. Okay.
Nobody said SX70. Who said that?
Well, you talked about this, the Instamatic, and you got to blow on.
Yeah, well, nobody. You have to explain that to the audience. Nobody knows what that is.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "What's this SX70?"
That was
right.
That was that was the camera.
All I know is it came out of the camera, the action, and you had to shake it to develop.
You got to wait like 5 minutes, and it develops in front of you.
Yes, but we used to do this.
Yeah, you used to shake it. That didn't fucking do a goddamn thing. My dad was a tester for those things.
Okay.
Listen, I still shake it because I'm married.
That's a good job.
I hate. Well, yeah, he was a mechanic on the machines at Polaroid, and he used to get.
He did this all day.
What? No. Oh. Well, yeah. He used to test the film. So there were hundreds and hundreds of pictures.
I know, right? You said 18 and older, so
there's a lot of shaking going on here, folks. And if you wait 5 minutes, it might develop.
It might develop. Something might develop.
Know what I mean? Yeah, some of them didn't.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So we were supposed to have been talking about the book.
Oh yeah.
I
thought this was my interview. I really did. But
So did I,
okay. So the actual book came because I said, because when I started and I just jumped in with no knowledge, no education, no help from any source, because all of my friends, no one were actors. So I had nobody to turn to. I told myself after I got into this business and learned the business, then I was going to give back by writing a book and give hints and just gold to the aspiring actors. And that's what I did. I put some nice gold nuggets in the book to help them on their road, to make it that much easier.
So what's the number one piece of advice you would give to these people?
Get representation.
Okay.
He said that with such authority too.
Right?
Yes.
Everything's with authority tonight.
Because I'm a manager too. We represent talent too. So it's always the best thing to do is to be represented, because the business is shady, and when you're green coming into this business and you look hungry and you almost do anything to get on, there's snakes out here to take advantage of that. Yep. So it's always best to have representation, whether manager, agent, or just a good friend who cares about you.
Right. No, 100%. 100%.
Okay, no acting without representation.
Right. There you go.
So no whacking. What?
Whacking.
I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Acting.
Oh, acting. Okay.
Acting. What you get something plugged in your ears there?
I was still trying to.
You're still shaking. Okay.
I was still trying to blow my picture off. I'm still trying to develop my photo.
If you folks,
well, at your age, you got to do a lot of that, don't you?
I'm sorry.
At your age, you got to do a lot of that, don't you?
I believe you're a little older than I
am. Well, that's a matter of...
Yeah. At your age. I'm not there yet, buddy.
So, folks, like I was going to say, if you want to know more about the amazing guest, where you can get his book, or just research him, check the show notes up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. All his stuff is in those show notes for you. So let's continue. Let's see if we can pull this back out of the rabbit hole.
Yeah. What was the last 9 to 5 kind of job you ever had a 9 to 5?
I have, but I've been an entrepreneur since I can remember. But at some times I do remember when I was 17 or 18, I worked at a clothing store. This was during the time I was in the rap group. And before I got that job, I remember not being able to get hired, right? No one would hire me for anything. So my manager at that time, Miss MacArthur, she had a friend at the clothing store who actually clothed my group for the Apollo. He dressed us. So he gave me a job there, because the jobs that I think I had a job prior to that, and I had gotten fired, and the boss at that job told me that I thought too much. Right? He said that I thought too much, and he was basically intimidated because he would tell me to do maybe fold these jeans up, and I need them done in whatever time frame. So I found a way to do what he needed to do all the time. I would find different ways to do things and get it done in a quicker period of time. He didn't like that. So he felt like I was going against him, or just, I don't know, but that happened. And that happened. I got another job even after Jean City, and it would always happen. You think too much. But while I was at Jean City, I used to make the store a lot of money because I was pretty popular in my city. And the store was on the corner of the bus stop for when kids got out of school or whatever. And he knew that I was a draw, so they would take me outside and have me work a table with the jeans and things while the schools were being let out. And then once that was over, they would send me upstairs or whatever. So at the end of the week, I think I was making maybe $325, $335 an hour. And when it was time to get paid, I think my check was like $135, but I know I would make the boss or make the store $5,000-$6,000 a week. So when I started doing the math, that's when I realized I need to work for myself.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
I knew you still have to take some of the profit and then put it back into the country and buy more product. But if I'm only making $135 and I know I myself personally made you about $5,000, my check should be a lot larger. So that's what really prompted me to do my own thing. And also coupled with knowing that the jobs that I worked for previously weren't happy with me being a thinker.
No, people don't like you when you think too much.
They don't.
Right.
They don't. No.
No, it's true. It's
No.
true. I mean, I've been in business for myself off and on for quite a long time. I worked, actually, Jeff was my mentor in the construction industry, you know.
Okay.
So
I know that didn't last long. But go ahead.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah,
Psst.
right. Yeah, we've
Yeah.
actually known each other 38 years.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of times he just dragged my punk ass out of bed to go fishing, but you know. But I want to touch on a couple, things here that I read. You were recently inducted into the Hollywood Museum.
Yeah, that's wild.
As an old guy.
That's wild. Yes. They have me in next to Jeff.
Right?
Yeah.
I said
It's a-
Hollywood Museum, not the Geriatric Museum.
I know. I get them mixed up. But that's so cool, man. Like, I'm still on a high. But those two things both happened this year. So,
Right.
The street naming and the Hollywood Museum, it's amazing. And that happened. I found out through my publicist. He called me and told me that the owner of the Hollywood Museum, Donnell Dadigan is her name, that she wanted me to be a part of history. And of course they like my work or what have you, and they asked that they wanted to know which item of mine I wanted in the museum from whichever shows that I worked on. And my wife and I, we decided to use an outfit from Shameless, an episode that I did on Shameless, one of my episodes on there. And we thought that'd be like a really good piece to put in the building. And it's just amazing. I'm looking at it in my head now, just having that outfit behind the glass on this huge exhibit at the Hollywood Museum. And I'm from Baltimore. Who would have thought? I'm from Baltimore. I mean, it's just amazing this is a dream of an actor, man.
Right.
It's definitely one of the dreams. So I'm so grateful to her for even considering me for that honor.
Well, next is going to be Lifetime Achievement Award. You get
next is going to be Lifetime Achievement Award from your mouth to God's ears.
Well,
I do. Mouth to God's ears.
Now that you said that, you have received the Humanitarian Award of the Year in 2017.
I have.
Entertainer Trailblazer of the Year Award in 2015.
Yes.
So you've received some prestigious awards.
Yes, I have.
As you were rising.
Been blessed.
Yes, cost them a lot of money too.
Hey.
How much I owe you? How much do I owe you? Because I got everything from you, Jeff.
It definitely must be cool being recognized by all these groups.
It's been. I'm sorry. 1 second, Jeremy. I have to get this.
Oh, no worries. Beat his ass.
It's been so long since I borrowed those food stamps from Jeff. I want to let him know that they don't make those any longer, and I want to pay you back in real greenback. Okay.
I take cassettes.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
I was gonna say Jeff's old enough. He'll take an 8-track.
Yeah, or reel to reel. How about that?
Reel to reel. Yeah.
Okay, Jeremy. I'm sorry. What was that?
Oh, I was just saying it must be really great to be recognized by all these people.
It's humbling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's extremely humbling, and I don't
Do you
take
have to
it
make
for
speeches at all of them.
I'm not a speech guy, man.
Good.
I try to stay away from speaking in public.
I can't make it.
That's when my shyness comes out, when I have to speak in front of just not you, Jeff, but in front of real people, not AI. But
Dude,
when I
you'll
have
be
to
fine.
speak in front of a crowd, it bothers me. But yeah,
Dude,
some
you'll
of
be
those.
fine.
Wait a minute, Jeff, you're being rude. Some of those. At some of those occasions, yes, I did have to speak and say some things, but I make it as brief as possible.
All right, dude, just wax your head. You'll shine.
Whoa, 18 and over. You almost got one.
He almost got one.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna go there, but okay.
Oh my God.
Ben, you know where I'm going already.
Yep.
Hey, don't make me bring up Gandalf.
Oh Jesus, no.
What's that?
It's how Jeff traumatized half our viewers one night.
Okay.
They were talking about waxing the nether region, and he just said, "Braided, I have a Gandalf," and it was just nobody can watch Lord of the Rings ever
Thou
again.
shall not pass.
I don't even know. I don't know why I asked that. I walked right into that one.
Yeah,
You did.
Let's
Should've
move
left it
on. Let's move on.
So now you're out in California.
Yeah, I've been out here since 2001.
And you have, did you say it was a management or agent business?
Management company, Brooks Talent Management. Yes.
Brooks Talent Management. I wanted you to introduce it. That's why I segued.
Right. Appreciate you.
So what exactly does the agency do?
Brooks Talent Management?
Yeah.
It's a management company, not an agency. Two different things.
I'm sorry. What does the talent agency do?
So we do some of the things that an agent would do basically to get our clients ready. To start off, we started this company, my wife and I, we started this company in 2019. So we'll be 5 years old on my birthday, actually, June 18th.
Oh, happy early birthday.
Thank you so much. So we represent right now close to 200 talents. Wow. From actors, writers, directors, gymnasts, stunt professionals, dancers, choreographers, things that people from that sort. Yeah.
That's a wide variety. That's really cool.
Yeah. I think, and it was necessary. It's definitely a needed thing here in LA. It's the hardest thing to do is to get representation. Mm-hmm. So, so even prior to what got me to opening BTN was first the book, and then having friends that purchased the book, and I'm finding out they needed more information on the industry. So then I started doing acting classes, teaching the acting classes to rooms of classes, to single one-on-one acting classes, and that still didn't seem like enough. More questions were asked, and I just kept going inside myself trying to figure out what else could I do to help provide a better service or more of a service, and that's when we came up with Brooks Talent Management.
Well, so if you were gonna have me in your Brooks Talent Management, what category would you put me in?
Who said that?
Who do you think?
Probably comedian or someone that lives on Skid Row. Get you a lot of jobs playing homeless and stuff. Jeff, look, I'm always gonna be timing up for you, man. It's from where I'm from. I think on my feet.
I love it, man. I love it.
Well, I thought he was going to tell you that he was going to put you in the basement.
That's a good job. Have him do some background work.
There you go.
I mean, the toilets need to be clean, Jeff, with a toothbrush. So
hey, no matter what, shit floats.
It does.
If
it does something, we know what they say. How man, what do they say? If it floats, you're in good health, or if it sinks, you're in good health. Which one is it?
I think it's both. As long as
no. One of them. No.
Well, all I know is if you sink, you're not in good health anymore.
Maybe if it floats, you're in good health. I know it's one of the, I have to check it out. Check it out, Jeff. One of the two. If it sinks, you may be in trouble.
Hey, if
Yeah.
it floats, you're the goat. If it sinks, you stink.
Okay. All right. That's Jay-Z right there. He said it. Okay. Oh, and look, I'm glad you said that. Segue. I love the rap that came on in your intro. Who is that?
The music?
Yeah, it's a rapper.
No, actually,
It's
a
rap.
band.
It's a
But
band,
he's
yeah.
rapping.
Well, yeah, it's that's his
Scarecrow
name's
Hill?
yeah. Well, the band is Scarecrow Hill.
Okay.
They're actually a local band to here in Boston.
Okay.
They've been back in the early 2000s. They were what they called a silver ring, so they would open for big bands.
Okay. All right.
You know, like really big named bands.
Right.
Then they took a hiatus and came back. I became good friends with the lead singer Tyler.
Okay.
And his wife Ashley. His wife Ashley actually acted in our TV series. So we just kind of, and I found that song and I liked those lyrics.
Great taste. It's a really good song.
About following us to the next, to the new revolution. It just it really fit what Jeff and I were trying to do with our entertainment side of things.
Well, as long as you didn't let Jeff rap on it, you did a good thing.
No, he does voice act in the upcoming animation with us, but he does pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's the thing you talked to me about. I didn't get my contract yet, but we'll talk about that later. Okay.
That's right.
I'm taking your spot, Jeff.
I have not agreed to that.
I'm taking your spot, Jeff.
Speaking of voiceover, you should definitely do voiceover. I could hear you in so many different cartoons doing like villains or something like that.
Yes,
exactly.
I'm trying. Yes.
Oh man.
Stay tuned for Still Toking.
See?
Yeah, look at that. We even got a bump.
Somebody solo that out.
Oh, I'll steal that right out and put that on the podcast.
Don't steal it.
Well, I wouldn't be stealing it. It's ours.
Oh, that's right.
It's already here.
But it's
maybe you'll do an intro for us.
I could. Yes, I could.
You could. I know you could.
Talk to my manager.
He says again from the top.
Talk to my manager.
A ton of questions, not questions, but a ton of comments coming in. People are just, Timothy says, do it again from the top.
Do it again from the top.
Do it again from the top.
That's what she said.
Still Toking. That's exactly what she said. We'll be right back after these messages.
Now come on.
Oh, now you're gonna sing?
Yeah. I want the music to kick in right there.
Wow.
Anyway, back to our amazing guest.
Is RO short for something, or is it actually just RO?
It really is. It really is. Actually, I gotta plug my phone up because you guys are using StreamYard and my computer, my laptop. Can you hear me?
Yep.
My laptop doesn't. I don't have a program for. Let me see. Don't have a program for it, so
it's just a link. Dude.
Use my cell phone.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm plugging my cell phone up now because my battery is dying.
Usually, with StreamYard, you can just use Google Chrome.
Yeah, I don't have Google Chrome downloaded, and when I was about to, try to do those things, I didn't want to be too late to tune in. So I just used my cell phone.
You got to try and fucking keep up, dude.
The kids today.
Wow.
I'm winning right now, Jeff. So you can keep trying. I'm still winning. I'm up right.
All right, so back to the question about RO. What does RO stand for?
Oh, the question, RO. So my birth name is Jerome, right?
Yep.
So from Jerome, everybody started calling me Rome, Rome. So Rome held forever. Once I got into acting, I wanted a really cool name, and not be like just Jerome Brooks. So I thought RO from Rome was a powerful name. It sounded really powerful to me. And I stuck with it, RO Brooks. And, so I go by either Jerome RO Brooks or just RO Brooks. So I just broke it down to
I'll let you have it.
Smallest compound.
It's literally, Jeff, it's literally the middle of his name.
Yes, I get that.
That's right.
Just saying.
J-Ro me.
J-Ro me.
Right. So if I was to do that, I'd be Toho.
You can't. You can't.
You'd be
Well, if you tried it, yeah, you'd be.
You be.
That'd be Toho.
Yeah. Yours would be a mess right now. You should spell your name backwards, Jeff. Spell it backwards.
Fedge.
There you go.
Well, if you include my last name, it'd be Namho Fedge. That's a cool name.
Don't say that again.
Namo.
Don't say that ever again. But I'll tell you something. I opened a beauty salon, beauty outlet, block down from Sounds in the Hood, and I named that Jerome backwards. So that one spelled E-M-O-R-E-J, Emorge.
Emorge.
Yeah.
See, now that sounds French.
Right.
Do you ever get tired, man? You like opening record stores, beauty salons?
I got things to do, man.
Companies.
We rest when it's over, you know. But I got things to do. I got people to help out. I got things to do, man.
Nope.
I agree with you there.
Of service.
You rest when it's done.
That's right. Life is about being of service. So as long as you're here, try to serve someone, help somebody. And I think creating job opportunities is great help. Houses, giving affordable places to stay. Those are two of the biggest ways you can help anybody, give them a job and a place to stay.
Absolutely.
Right. So
absolutely. 100%.
That's what I did.
100%. So we have about 5 minutes left with our amazing guest, gentlemen. So
all right, get it in, Jeff.
All right. Well, I've always got my couple of questions that I like to ask at the end.
Okay.
First one is cats or dogs?
None. If I had to choose, I would say dogs.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough.
Cats are sleep.
Okay. So next question is squirrels, ferrets, or rabbits?
That's a hard one. My wife loves squirrels and rabbits. Oh my goodness. We got squirrels in the yard right now. And they love us. And we had a rabbit and he passed and she lost her mind. So how about a squabbit?
A squabbit.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, that's
all right. My final question for you is, what do you eat on your pizza?
What do I eat on my pizza? Mostly pineapples.
Shut it in the town.
Man. Okay, I'm trying to keep it clean, man. Pineapples.
Hey, listen.
Okay.
If you know why pineapples are good on pizza, pineapples are just good.
I got you.
All
okay.
Pineapples and a regular cheese and pineapples. That's it. I don't eat meat.
You don't put ham with the pineapple?
I'm pescatarian.
Okay.
So if anything other than pineapple, it'll be some lobster or shrimp or something, or crab meat or whatever.
All the things that would kill me.
I've never had a lobster pizza. That sounds
I'm from Baltimore,
amazing.
with seafood.
Well,
we from Bmore, man. Seafood is everything there.
Yep. Same here. I mean, I live in America's hometown. I'm in Plymouth, Massachusetts.
That must be America's hometown.
It's where the
Pilgrims landed.
You know,
they dropped the rock in Plymouth, right?
Yeah.
They dropped.
Well, I don't know if they dropped it. It was actually there when they got here. You don't
know if they dropped it. All you guys from Boston?
No, I'm from the other side of the state.
We're all from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Our normal producer, who is out for at least a month because he bought a house and he has some personal things going on. Yeah. He's actually in Connecticut, but yeah, the three of us are all from the Massachusetts area.
Okay. Yeah.
Around Boston.
I don't hear that strong Boston accent. That's why I thought like Jeff has maybe the strongest piece of, like more of a Boston accent than any other YouTube.
That's because I'm the boss.
Because you what?
He thinks he's the boss.
I'm from Boston. I'm the boss.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, okay.
It wasn't a compliment though. It wasn't a compliment.
See, Jeremy and I are very good at masking and hiding that accent.
Oh yeah, I lost it real early. I moved around a lot as a kid.
Right.
Like I spent 2 years down in Georgia on an army base. So
I was about to say your parents were probably in the service.
yeah. So I lost the accent real early. I moved back here from like 4 until 18. Moved out to the western side of the state, and the western side of the state doesn't have the accent at all.
Okay.
No, they don't. No.
All right.
We sound like normal human beings over here.
I like you guys, man. I didn't think it was going to be this kind of interview, man. But this is, I mean, outside of Jeff, I mean, Jeremy.
Sorry about him.
Well, thank you. We like I said when we talked on the phone, this is not your standard.
Stay there.
We don't do a standard Q&A. It's all about the guest, and you know, it's like it's like being in the backyard with your buddies and just chatting.
That's what it feels like without the beer.
Right, and hitting target points.
Can you put it on mute, please?
Yes, I can. There we go. He's muted. So, Jar Jar, any last
I've
question?
got quite a few questions still left, but for our last question,
I'll give you 2. That's it.
Get them out. You got them. Go ahead. Let's go.
The hobbies. What do you do for hobbies besides working? Like, are you a music listener? Are you a collector of anything?
Yes, I listen to music all the time. I listen to music while I'm working all day long. Of course, I love movies. I love to dance. I love to beatbox and rap.
All right, wait, stop. Time out. You like to beatbox.
Yeah.
Do it.
I want to hear it.
Do it.
Nothing will come out.
I thought we was gonna...
Now you got to rap over it, Jeff. This is better than when we had
your mama.
I love it.
Nice job.
I love it.
You caught me
nice job.
with that.
I figured I did, but
yeah, I should have drank some.
I grew up listening
wipe the
to
spit off your screen now. I can see dots.
forms of music. I mean, I love all
your
forms of music. That wasn't spit on his screen. He was still trying to
shake it off.
Polaroid.
yeah, he's getting the Polaroid. But like I was saying, I grew up listening to all types of music, and one of my favorites of all time were the Fat Boys and the Human Beatbox.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think I wore out 7 or 8 of those cassettes.
I love it. I listen to the Fat Boys, I'm telling you, every day. All I listen to is 80s and 90s hip hop. That's all I listen to.
Right. But I always found it really, really intriguing that the sounds when somebody could beatbox really good, the sounds that they could produce. And I was just like,
oh yeah.
Amazing. Yes, the human lindrum, just that vocal box. It's amazing the sounds you could create. And they used to bang on their jaws to make sound.
Yep.
Pluck out their mouth, like all kinds of sounds.
Oh, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yes, just amazing.
I just fart a lot.
Your head makes a different sound, right, Jeff?
Yeah, I just fart a lot.
Okay, there you go. More sound. The body is an instrument.
That's my beatbox.
Okay.
I'm so glad you can roll with this.
Question, Jeremy.
Do you ever work with people that you're a fan of that you have to like hold back the inner fanboy?
I'm a fan of everybody, man. I just think this business is so complex and such a hard business to break into. I'm a fan of everybody I work with, man. I'm just appreciative to work for one, and I just try to have fun on set, and normally that's the case. Everybody seems to be really cool. I never go into a situation saying, "Oh, I'm about to work with so and so." I feel like that about everybody. I'm just ready to, do great work and just work with other actors that I feel that are, great, and not just the actors, but the directors and all the people on the team to help make the project, a success.
We're all just human beings.
Right. So my last question for you is, dead or alive, who would be an idol for you to work with? In any genre, any industry.
Isaac Hayes.
Oh,
Isaac Hayes. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
I like that. I didn't see that one coming, but I liked it.
I be throwing it from the left, baby.
I see that. We got to watch out. He's the southpaw.
That's that's right. Yes, I would say, yeah. I know the norm that people would normally say, but yeah, he was amazing. Amazing songwriter, amazing, just conductor, like singer, actor. Isaac Hayes did a lot.
Yeah.
He did a lot for the music industry. I believe he was the first. He was the first to win an Oscar for soundtrack.
Okay.
Yeah, for creating the soundtrack. I'm not using the proper words, but yes, Shaft. He won an Oscar for Shaft. The very first one for African American, actually. And he was the first artist, I believe, to do a double record.
oh wow.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Wow.
And
I didn't know that.
he was the first to have the extended records, like 10, 12, 14-minute songs.
Yep.
Yeah, Isaac Hayes, those are his.
Nice. Well, there you go, folks.
See?
If you want to find out more about RO Brooks, make sure you check the show notes up above or down below. Look him up. It's all up there, man. Buy his book. There's gold nuggets in it.
Yeah, buy the book. It's gold nuggets, man.
There's gold nuggets
if you want to be some kind of entertainer, I would definitely suggest it. The man seems to know what he's talking about.
Thanks. My God. Thanks, Jeremy.
Oh, no worries.
And you too, Bologna. What show is that from? What show? Come on.
We're all
You got
stumped.
me.
Good times.
Good times.
Oh,
Okay. Good times. Yeah, so you just fucking dated yourself again.
See, before
Right.
my time.
Still comes on television now.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Reruns
Yes,
that.
Absolutely. So, with
I'm
that,
more of a
folks.
Gilligan's Island guy myself.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love
Okay.
Island, yeah. Marianne, Skipper, yeah. Ginger.
Yeah, I'd be
Ginger.
Gilligan.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Ginger's the only one that's still alive.
Yes, because you're friends with Marianne, and she passed a couple years ago.
Yep. Ginger's the last one.
Yep.
We should try to get her on the show before it's too late. Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Good though. Yeah. We could all sing the theme song.
Right? Well, actually, you could beatbox behind it while we sang it.
There we go. Update it.
You passed that.
So, in all seriousness, folks, it's about that. It's a little past that time, but we got to let this amazing gentleman get back to his real life and not just hanging out entertaining you folks. So, as soon as he's done sipping his water, I'm going to throw him
on
up.
Jeff.
Well, no, I like that. That's why I want to keep him. We're going to throw him up full screen. Ro, where do you like interacting with your fans on the socials?
Say it one more time.
Where do you like interacting with your fans on the social medias?
Well, my main go-to is Instagram. That's RO Brooks _. And secondly, it would be Facebook. And I have several pages on Facebook. One is Jerome RO. No, they all are RO Brooks. But I have a RO Brooks fan page. And I have just a regular RO Brooks page. So those are my major pages.
Excellent.
And those are in the show notes, right?
They were in the
Above
show
and down
notes,
below.
folks. That's right.
And
Jeremy.
come hang out with me on Facebook. Splash pages every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. And that's about
Jeremy,
it for right now. I'm growing out in the fields.
Friend me, Jeremy.
What's that? Oh,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
He's doing it as we speak. So,
All right.
and don't
I
forget,
am.
folks, you can see Jeremy or Jar Jar backing up the backup on Wednesday nights here on Still Toking with.
Backing up
Well,
the back.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
God.
Duh.
Awesome, guy. Thank you so much.
Fedge.
Jerome,
Move that.
Jerome, thank you. You were a hoot.
Yeah.
I'm glad you kind of gave it to me. I appreciate that.
I did what?
You gave it right back. You're a good dude.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys.
You
For
know,
real. Awesome
I
time.
like you. It was fun.
It was, right? Yeah, very much.
I'm gonna try and follow you. I don't know if I want to friend you or anything yet.
Well,
I haven't,
Movie.
I haven't made that decision. But give us a follow on Still Toking with. Go to stilltoking.com or Token with the Dead on Facebook or our group page Still Toking with, and give us a follow. Still Toking Comics, right? Something like that. Yep. And once again, rest in peace, Darren. Thank you very much for everything you've done.
Excellent. So, yeah, like Jeff said, stilltoking.com is the best way to find out everything about us from this show, which is 198 episodes now.
Yeah.
Thank you. To the comic book, the novel, the TV series, the upcoming animation. Make sure you check out Red Coral Universe. They're a new streaming OTT that has picked us up. They're all about the independence, folks. And actually, Jerome, at some point, you and I should get on a phone call about that because they are doing some amazing stuff. Ex-Hollywood actors looking out for the independents.
All right.
All right. I just sent you a friend request. If you don't accept it, I'll be okay with that.
Who's saying it first of all?
Who do you think?
Jeff.
It's Fedge.
Yeah, as long as you're gonna be okay with it.
You're a hoot, dude. I love you.
So to all our veterans and first responders, we want to thank you for doing what you do so people like us can do what we do. Stay safe. We'll see you next week. We're out of here.
Deuces.
Peace.
Come on.